Hello students, my name is Vidya and I will be teaching environmental studies for you all. So in this video, we are going to take chapter 2 in EVS, that is parts of a plant. So let's see what all we have to study in this chapter. So when you hear the name plant, what comes to your mind at first? You feel about the greenery, isn't it? When you hear the term plants itself, the first thing that comes to your mind is the green scenery or the green environment around us. So, plants make our planet green, or it makes our environment green. And you also know that it gives us oxygen. So, let's see what are the different parts of a plant. So as I told you, plants make our environment green. Plants make our environment green. And most of the plants grow from seeds. You know that when you eat a fruit, inside the fruit you will find seeds, and most of the plants grow from these seeds. But it doesn't mean that the plants can only grow from seeds. There are also other plants that can grow from pieces of stem or from leaves, etc. So, as human beings, we have different body parts, isn't it? Being a human being, we have hands, legs, head, etc. The same way, plants also have different body parts. And the different parts of the plant perform different functions. Each of the different parts of the plant performs different functions. Just as in our case, we use our hands for doing work. We use our leg to walk. The same way, plants also have different parts which will be performing different functions. So let us see what are the different parts of a plant and how they do different functions. So children, just look at this picture. What can you see? It is the picture of a plant, isn't it? It's the picture of a tomato plant. You must have seen tomato plants, isn't it? So this picture shows the picture of a tomato plant. So let us see what are the different parts of this plant. So when you look at a plant, do you see all the parts? Or are you able to see all the parts clearly? No, isn't it? Some parts will be buried below the ground or below the soil, isn't it? You can only see the green part that is growing up, if it is in case of the tomato plant. So accordingly, we can divide a plant mainly into two parts. The first part is known as the shoot, or we call it as the shoot system. So the part that you see above the soil, that is called shoot. The part that you see above the soil is called the shoot system. Or you can simply call it as the shoot. And the part of the plant that is seen below the soil or below the ground, that is called root. So, the plant can be divided into two parts. One is the shoot and the root. Shoot is the part that you see above the soil, and root is the part that you see below the soil. Both these parts perform different functions. So first let us see what are the parts of this plant. So in the shoot we can see leaves. The green colored part is called leaves, or simply you can call it as the leaf. Okay, this is the leaf. Then you can also see here the red colored is the tomato, that is called fruit. Leaf, fruit. Then there are branches. Above the soil you can also see branches. This is the branch. Branch. Then you can also see flowers. Flower. Then the small green thing that you see in the picture, at the point where a branch is growing. See here there is a branch and here you can see a green colored thing. That is called bud. Then the stem. So the shoot mainly consists of the stem. And the stem also have different parts. Then below the soil you see the root. Below the soil you can see root. So I will explain it once again. I will explain it once again. So the plant can be divided into two major parts. One is the shoot and the other one is the root. The shoot is always seen above the soil. Shoot system is always seen above the soil. The green part that you see above the soil is called the shoot system. It mainly consists of the stem. The shoot system mainly consists of the stem, which is green in color. The root is the second part and it grows below the soil. You cannot see it above the soil. It is growing below the soil in a downward direction. Then in the shoot system I told you that the main part is the stem. The stem is again divided into many other parts. So if you look at this picture, you can see leaves. All these are leaves. They are green in color. See, green colored leaves. Then you can see fruit. Isn't it fruit? Then you can also find a branch. This is called a branch. All these are branches. Okay, that is a branch. All these are branches. Then you can find flower. Then at the end of this branch or at the place where a branch starts from the stem, you can find a small bud, a growth like thing. That is called bud. This green colored thing is called bud. Is that clear? So I will repeat once again. Plants make our environment green. Most of the plants grow from seeds. There are also other plants that grow from different parts of a plant, like twigs or from the tip of the leaves. Then the plants also have different body parts, just like human beings. Each of the part perform different functions. And a plant can be mainly divided into two, the shoot and the root. Root is seen below the ground. The portion of the plant that is seen below the ground is called root, and the portion of the plant that is seen above the ground is called shoot. The shoot has different parts. It mainly consists of the stem. It is then divided into, this is the stem. This green colored thing is the stem. The stem has branches. All these are the branches. Then at the tip of the branch you can see bud. You can also find fruits, leaves and flowers. I hope that the basic parts of a plant is clear to you all. Now let us learn what is the speciality of roots. Okay, so let us learn what is the speciality of root. So, roots are seen to be growing below the ground. Okay, so it is seen to be growing below the ground or below the soil. And this root has different functions. You know that roots always spread, isn't it? They spread nicely so that the stem is standing firm. So it helps the plants to stand firmly. The root is helping the plant to stand firmly in the soil. It helps the plant to stand firmly in the soil. Then another major role of the root is to absorb minerals and water from the soil. So roots also helps the plant to stand firmly in the ground. Roots helps the plant to stand firmly in the soil. It also absorbs water and minerals. It also absorbs water and minerals from the soil. And the roots can also be classified into different types. The roots can also be classified into different types. There are mainly two types of roots. Okay, the first picture, the first half that you see, these three pictures are examples of tap root, and the second picture that you see here is fibrous root. So, there are two types of root, tap root and fibrous root. The first three pictures are examples of tap root, and the next picture is the example of fibrous root. So, when you look at this picture, tap root has a speciality. In tap root, there will always be a main root. When you look at tap root, there will be a major root that is growing to the ground. From that main root, which is thicker, smaller roots will arise. See, there is a main root from which smaller roots are arising. Whereas in fibrous root, all the roots will be of the same type. They will spread evenly and they are of the same type, or they are of the same size. All of them looks similar, just like small fibers or small hairs. That is fibrous root. Examples for plants that have tap root is P. Examples for plants that have taproot is P. Then all the other large plants. Mustard, carrot, beetroot, etc. All those are examples of plants that have taproot. And examples for plants that have fibrous root is onion, rice, wheat, etc. Okay, so I will repeat once again. Taproot has a main root that is growing in the center, which is thicker. From that, smaller roots will arise. Example for plants with taproot is pea and mustard. Also carrot and beetroot. Then there is fibrous root. Examples for plants that have fibrous root is onion, rice, wheat, etc. In fibrous root, all the roots are very slender and thin, and all of them looks similar. So let's see in detail what are the main functions of the roots. What are the other functions of the root? Functions of root. So as I told you before, roots spread evenly on the ground. Okay, they spread evenly and holds the plants firmly in the ground. That is, it anchors the plant or holds the plant to the soil so that it won't fall off. Then it also absorbs water and minerals. So only if the roots are able to absorb water and minerals, the plant will be able to grow. Only if the roots are able to absorb water and minerals, the plant will be able to grow. Then some of the roots, there is also some speciality. Some of the roots store food. For example, in the picture that you saw above, you saw these two pictures, isn't it? They are also roots. See carrot. There is the picture of carrot. There is carrot and there is beetroot. These roots are known as storage roots. Carrot, beetroot, turnip, etc. are known as storage root. So we will eat them as vegetable. Then roots also prevent soil erosion. I told you that the roots spread evenly. Okay, the roots spread evenly, so they help to prevent soil erosion. Soil erosion is the process in which soil tends to wash out. When it rains heavily, all the soil will wash out from the ground. So when the roots are spreading evenly, what happens is that it will hold the soil firmly to the ground. So it will prevent soil erosion. So, I hope all these points are clear to you. Now, let us see what are the activities that we have to learn. So, in your worksheet, there is activity 1 that is given in your worksheet. So, children, in that a picture is given, picture of a plant. I have taken that in the class. Please label the parts of that plant that is given in activity 1. The words are given in brackets. From that you can choose and please label the different parts. Then in activity 2A, you have to identify the type of root. 2 pictures are given. I taught you 2 types of root. So under that picture write which type of root it is. Then in activity 2B, some pictures of vegetables are given. You have to name each of the vegetable. Under the picture of the vegetable, name each of the vegetable and color the vegetable that is used as a root. Okay, color the pictures of the vegetables that is a root. Okay, color the edible roots in that picture. So children, I hope these portions are clear to you. Thank you.